World Services, or as known by an earlier generation, self-denial. Salvationists are interested in the whole world because God is interested in the whole world. Bramwell Booth, Christmas 1915, said, "Every land is my fatherland, for all lands are my father's." Thus, from our earliest days, Salvationists have believed in a responsibility not only to pray for the world, but also to provide funds that Christ might be preached wherever possible, and provide people to serve in distant places in Jesus' name. This Corps has a remarkable record of supporting the International Salvation Army with its annual World Services self-denial giving and providing individuals for mission teams. This Corps indeed believes and practices that Christ is the hope, the only hope for the world. And now there is another opportunity. We already know how strong the Salvation Army is in Kenya. Jeshi la Wokovu, the Salvation Army in Swahili. How strong it is in Kenya. In fact, the Salvation Army is larger in Kenya than any other country in the world. There are over 200,000 senior Salvation Army soldiers in the country of Kenya. Almost 200,000 junior soldiers in the country of Kenya. And nearly 1,000 corps in that country. But money is in short supply to build larger and additional needed corps buildings. The Central Territory has decided that it will support the construction of 20 new corps buildings in Kenya. The Eastern Michigan Division, of which we are a part, well, we're also part of the Central Territory too, but the Eastern Michigan Division, of which we have a more intimate relationship with, will underwrite 2 of those corps. And the Royal Oak Corps is being asked to provide, as part of its $54,900 commitment to World Services, an amount of $13,000, which, along with other contributions by Corps in the Eastern Michigan Division, will help in the construction of a new Corps building in the suburban Nairobi area of Eastleigh. Eastleigh is one of the difficult and dangerous areas of Nairobi, with a high population of Somali immigrants who are being won for Christ. And apparently with some success, because there are now at this Corps 250 senior soldiers and 120 junior soldiers. They are meeting in a temporary structure. I believe there's a picture there on the table of where they meet. Not quite like Royal Oak Citadel. And they're meeting in this temporary structure, and given what we know of Kenya, the term structure really is too grand of a description. Now, in the front, here, right here to my right behind the pictures of the present Eastleigh facility, there are 456 envelopes, courtesy of Jill Johnson, in denominations on these envelopes from $1 to $200, which, if filled, Jill tells me, if they're filled at the rate of 38 envelopes per week over the next 12 weeks, are you doing some math here? We will meet the ask of $13,000. Got that? 456 envelopes, $1 to $200 are marked, 38 per week, $13,000. And lest you think the Kenyans should be paying something toward world missions, let me assure you they do. This last year, Kenyan Salvationists gave in the amount of $325,000 for the work of the International Salvation Army. And some who've heard my speech before will know that the majority of Kenyan people live on $1 a day. And so Kenyan Salvationists contributed 325 days of living to the International Salvation Army. Certainly you want to be a part of this adventure to take Jesus to all the world, knowing that as we take Jesus to all the world, he will indeed put things right. Mungu abariki sana. God bless you.